Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we are going to be talking about my top 10 picks for the tourism video challenge that was just released by Miss Universe Philippines 2022. Let me tell you, it was really not easy to come up with this topics list because I honestly think that the candidates have improved so much year over year. If I look at previous editions of Miss Universe Philippines, I feel like sometimes there were some issues with the quality of the visuals or the quality of the audio, but for this year's edition there was really not even one candidate that I could complain about the final result. But still, we all have personal preferences, and that's really what I use to create my top 10 list. So during this video, I'll tell you each one of the reasons why I decided to rank the candidates in this order. And as usual, I just hope that you enjoy the video, and if you find some sort of value in it, don't forget to hit the like button so that my video gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what you think about my comments, my feedback, and my ranking. So without further ado, I will see you right after the intro. Alright, so let's get right into it. Number 10 on my list, we have Dominique Lim representing for Cebu province. The first impression that I got of her video was that it was so dynamic. I really enjoyed the rhythm of the editing of the video and just the pace of the entire thing. I think that it was just entertaining enough to keep our attention. I also really appreciated the way that they used colors within the video, whether it's with the clothing, whether it's with the locations that they selected. It's really vibrant and eye-catching at all times. So when it comes to the cinematography, I really have nothing to complain about. I also really appreciated the fact that she took a moment to acknowledge the consequences of the typhoon and how the locality went through a rough situation because of that. But of course, she ended on a very positive note, which in my opinion added a layer of inspiration, of hope, and I think that that is a very important message to spread as of right now. Number 9 on the list, we have Dorothy Chameleon representing for Iloilo City, and her video was the perfect mix of narration and cinematography. I honestly thought that the fact that in the beginning she was just writing a letter, just writing on paper her thoughts, and simultaneously we were seeing all of these images of the city, of different locations, it just felt very creative. So I think that she went beyond the initial assignment of creating a tourism video, because when I look at this, honestly, it's like the perfect mix of tourism with creativity, with art, with culture, with heritage, all of the elements that you would expect in this type of format were right there. I particularly enjoyed the moment where she was walking in front of the Rabia mural. I think that is a very sweet gesture of her to give that moment to pay tribute to Rabia. And overall, if you look at this video compared to all of the other videos that she has provided for the competition, they are all like cohesive. I really like that about Dorothy. Once again, it feels unique, it feels on brand. Number 8 on the list, we have Luber Bond representing Pangasinan. And when it comes to storytelling, let me tell you, I honestly think that this is one of the most original videos that we got for this entire year, for this entire batch of tourism videos. Lu really got into character, and she decided to portray a warrior princess, which is a character that is often found within legends or stories that are told within her locality. I thought that that was a very clever way to talk about her city, where she comes from, and her culture, heritage, through the eyes of a character. At the same time, it wasn't any character. She's using the image of a warrior princess, which in my opinion, in a way, is very close to a beauty queen, because although they do radically different things, their ultimate goal is the same: to protect, to do things for their people, and overall enhance the situation for them. When it comes to the theme, I thought it was so fitting. And now for everything else, I mean, what can I say? Beautiful shots, interactions with the locals as well. We had beautiful locations, and most importantly, amazing food. Masarap. I'm not gonna lie, I was hungry after watching all of these videos. Number 7 on the list, we have Julia Sabaia representing Albay. And this is honestly one of the videos that I found very interesting because, similar to the case of Dorothy, I think that Julia has a personal brand when it comes to the videography so far. I don't know if she has been working consistently with the same team for her videos, but you can feel that although she presented different challenges, the videos are still very cohesive. There's always a balance of nature, a balance of history, and most importantly, a balance of personal touch. In this particular one, Julia decided to talk about her locality and really the values and the people that she knows by telling us about her family family and the people that come from Albay and the things that they believe in, their traditions, and even the different industries that we can find in Albay. Because of that, it turned to be a very interesting video because it didn't feel like she was trying to sell us anything, but if anything, it felt like an open invitation to come and discover the place where she comes from and where her family comes from. So I thought that it was very effective, and it definitely made me want to go and discover Albay now. Who's coming with me? Alright, moving on to number 6, we have Katrina Yagado representing for Taguig. And this was quite frankly an amazing video in my opinion. You had the perfect mix of both the rural aspects of Taguig, but you also had the urban, very developed and trending side of Taguig as well. But I'm just keeping it 100. For me, the highlight of this video was Katrina herself and the delivery. And the reason why I want to accentuate that is because I know that sometimes y'all give a little bit of a hard time to my girl when it comes to her communication skills. And please keep in mind that English is not Katrina's first language, but when it comes to expressing herself in Tagalog, I honestly feel like she's very eloquent, but also she is very relatable. I'm not even fluent in Tagalog. As a matter of fact, my Tagalog is very, very limited, but the way that she was speaking and just connecting with the camera, with the audience, I just felt like this was a friend asking me to go and visit the city with her. She has a lot of charisma, and honestly I think that the video was very successful because she did introduce different aspects of the city while remaining the center of attention at all times. It's very hard to do that. Number 5 on the list, we have Isabel Lucha representing Mandaue City. If I had to summarize this entire tourism video with one word, it will be fun. When it comes to the videography and the editing of this video, I think that it's one of the most successful of the entire batch. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge not only Isabel's hard work, but also her team. Remarkable work. Isabel has a very bubbly personality, and of course she's beautiful, so looking at her on camera, it just feels like the right thing to do. Very, very natural, and she has the ability to captivate our attention. Now, what I really like the most is that she took that ability, that skill that she has, to take us to different locations of the city, but to show us spots and businesses that are perhaps not the most obvious, but definitely are the most wholesome. Of course, she didn't miss the opportunity to showcase some of the amazing food, beautiful restaurants, and beautiful locations as well. But there was always a value, there was always something that she wanted to highlight. And in this case, for her video, was inclusivity for people with disability. And I think that she was very successful at showcasing how many efforts her city puts into making sure that everyone feels included and that they're part of society. So this video really amazed me, not only visually, but also spiritually. Number 4 on the list, we have Chantal Smith representing Cebu City. This is another one of the videos that had an interesting storytelling scheme. Chantal went outside of the box and didn't just do like the regular tourism type of video. She presented to us Cebu City through the eyes of its people, of the locals, but more precisely women. And what I really liked the most is that she made sure to get people from different backgrounds, whether it's people who work at the market, architects, just young people, older people, and it just felt like we were getting to experience the city from so many different perspectives that for a moment I was pinching myself and asking myself, why am I still here? Why am I not in Cebu City as of right now? At the same time, I really like this approach because of course she is competing in a beauty pageant, and the fact that she's giving, you know, a voice to women, and not only any women but empowered women, business women, it just felt like the right thing to do and just such a refreshing approach to a tourism video. So of course I had to give her a spot on my list. Number 3 on the list, we have Annabelle McDonald representing Misamis Oriental. I just loved the approach that she had for this particular video. The fact that she focused mainly on showcasing the different locations, and she was always within the shots, but she was not proactively speaking or proactively presenting. She was just enjoying the moment, and everything else was done with a voiceover. For me personally, what this does is that it allows me to relate to the videos, and I can picture myself enjoying the same activities. Rather than having her on the shot and just telling me everything about the city, I can just focus on what she is doing, how she is feeling, her facial expression, the feeling that she is exuding, and for me that was honestly very enjoyable. She gave us a lot of different locations, and for which one of them an outfit change, so you gotta give props to her. Last but not least, I also really enjoyed the scene where she is on the beach holding a golden pearl, which is kind of a nod to Misamis Oriental as well, since people call it the golden pearl of the Orient. Alright, now, number 2 on the list, we have Pauline Amelines representing Bohol. One of the most refreshing videos that I saw on this entire batch. And honestly, I was going back and forth between her and my number 1 pick because I was hesitating who should be the number 1. But after all, I went with Pauline. I think that the images were just so stunning, but what really sealed the deal for me was Pauline's communication skills. I mean, she is just remarkable, and the way that she speaks, you can feel the love, the passion, and the commitment that she feels for Bohol, and because of that, I can almost feel what she's talking about. Most of the time, her video was really focusing on what she was talking about rather than herself. So I think that we got to see Pauline a little bit less than most candidates in their own videos. But the few moments that Pauline was on camera and that she was visible, she looked stunning, regal. I love the Filipinana. I love the moments where she was just, wearing a bikini. I love the moments where she was just enjoying herself. Once again, she was one of the candidates that was very successful at presenting the locality fairly without making it feel like she was trying to sell us a product. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to my number 1 pick on the list. And I know that a lot of you are wondering who it might be. Well, let me tell you that my number 1 pick for the tourism video challenge goes to Vanessa Carroll representing Iloilo province. There are quite a few reasons why I wanted to put her on my number 1 spot, but I think that first of all, when we look at the technical side of things, I feel like Vanessa's video had the perfect mix of everything from the music, the videography, the editing, and combining all of that with such a rich culture, heritage, architecture, art, people overall. It was just an amazing video. To me personally, it feels like she covered all aspects. So she didn't focus just on the good or just on the bad. She had the perfect blend of everything. When it comes to showcasing the locality and the richness of it, she didn't just go as far as showing it on camera, but she also was a part of it. She had her traditional costume on, she was interacting with everyone, she was part of it. And to me, that's the best way to talk about tourism, by showing people the possibilities and what you can expect and what you can see if you ever decide to go to this place. Quite frankly, I'm even surprised that she was able to show so much within such a short video without getting lost in the process, because when you're talking about people, culture, heritage, architecture, industries, economy, clothing, and traditions, it's really easy to take a secondary plan. But no, Vanessa did an amazing job. She stayed the center of it, and she was able to shine some light into all of these things. So there you go. Congrats, darling. Alright, everyone, so that was my top 10 picks for the tourism challenge of Miss Universe Philippines 2022. Please let me know in the comment section if you agree with my list or if you would have included someone else. I'm completely open to, a healthy conversation. While you're at it, please don't forget to leave a like on my videos that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, everyone. Take care of one another. Sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.